Voilà.
And we're welcoming our first athletes, both of them from the United States. On women's number 1 is Lily Canavan, and on men's number 1 is Bobby Taft Pittman.
You know what you gotta do. Boil down to its essence, it's really, really easy. Grab all the holes and don't let go.
Bobby Taft Pittman over the last few days has been one of the most exciting climbers to watch. He's got a very dynamic style. Often he will take a risk he doesn't necessarily need to take. This problem here, though, will probably force him to make some more conservative moves as everything is so small. He has to be very accurate and precise with how he climbs. So I'm excited to see how he manages that.
Wasn't sure between a heel lock or a toe lock on the first block. Alors donc on l'a vu, on disait que notre premier athlète chez les hommes, Bobby Taft Pittman, l'Américain, est très dynamique et très explosif et intéressant à voir. Voyons voir comment il s'attaquera donc lors de cette finale à sa première route. On l'a vu hésiter entre une prise de talon et une prise d'orteil justement pour se hisser sur le premier bloc. Working the hands right now and actually the fingers.
Absolutely the fingers. Those holds are very small. If you're at home, I want you to imagine an M&M or a small chocolate candy. It's about that big, not much bigger than the top of a screw head. Lily Canavan has now taken 2 falls on women's number 1. She has yet to achieve the bonus hold with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. And Bobby has control of the bonus, but at this point it's all about finding a way to stand up on those very small holds. He will need to get into a full extension and still have to reach up to the top and get both hands on that hold in control to earn the finish. 2 minutes remaining.
Alors cependant, on vient de le voir tomber, mais il a quand même obtenu un point de bonus, donc un bonus qui, à la fin, peut justement jouer dans son pointage final. Donc, le voici qu'il est à réétudier la paroi. On vous rappelle qu'il a 4 minutes pour tenter cette route. Du côté des dames, on disait que Lily Canavan est rendue à 2 essais jusqu'à présent. On a vu les entraîneurs des équipes de soutien, comme on vient de le voir du côté de Bobby, venir mettre de la craie justement pour avoir un peu plus de grippe sur les obstacles. Alors on est à étudier en ce moment du côté de Canavan, même chose du côté de Taft Pittman. Adding some grips right now as I saw you looking at it with Pete earlier.
Yeah.
Very, very slippery.
I find for myself, I look at most of these problems, I would never be able to get to the top of any of them. Just too hard. 55 seconds left. Lily Canavan trying to make her way through the traverse at the bottom of women's number 1. Usually, you know, if you have a bad problem, that's often okay, but we should refer to the last round in the A category where Colin Wills walked away with the win, mostly off of the back of a flash on men's number 1, which none of the other boys managed to finish. So these little things can mean a lot. Lily manages to get the bonus, and so long as she can come into this undercling and keep her feet stable, she could get the finish, but we have 22 seconds left. She has to make this work on this attempt, otherwise it's all for nothing. 15 seconds.
Alors 15 secondes pour nos deux athlètes sur les parois présentement. Et c'est réussi pour Lily.
And one hand, she needs 2, and she needs to control it, and she gets it with 3 seconds left.
Alors, tout ça à 3 secondes pour Lily Canavan qui s'est vraiment montrée très passive, très observatrice sur le parcours pour finalement s'y attaquer et réussir. I was saying she was very passive at the beginning, very looking at her roots, very thinking about it, and then last effort, she's making it 3 seconds before the end.
Some kids, when they hear that buzzer and they know they're running out of time, for some of them it's a ton of motivation. For others, it makes them nervous and they start falling apart. So it's really interesting to see how that little aspect of running out of time changes their mentality when they get so close to the finish. Out now on women's number 1 from Canada is Justine McCarney, and on men's number 1 from Toronto, Canada as well, Lucas Uchida.
Alors, 2 Canadiens cette fois-ci après avoir vu les 2 Américains. Du côté des garçons, Lucas Uchida qui sera le prochain donc du Canada. Et chez les dames, Justine McCarney sera donc la première à s'attaquer.
Justine not wasting too much time, getting under the wall fairly quickly. And if she can get this bonus in control, she may be well on her way to a top, but can't keep the tension between the two holds. And Lucas Uchida making great early progress on men's number 1. Bobby Taft-Pittman walked away, unfortunately, without a top. But we'll see if Lucas, who is currently the reigning Pan American champion for the A boys, we'll see if he can top this thing in an early attempt.
Oh, just a little slip. That's all it takes.
Not quite for Lucas, but still 2 minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock.
Alors, 2 minutes 50, un peu moins maintenant, pour nos deux athlètes qui sont à étudier. We just saw right now that Justine was a little bit more, active and really attacking the wall and really trying stuff, when we saw the total opposite from Lily earlier, that was very passive, looking at her roots and then making it. So
yeah, no, you'll see lots of different styles and how the climbers approach things. On this particular climb, because of the overhang and although the footholds are large, the angle of them is so far down, it's fairly hard to get stable on them. So some climbers will feel fairly comfortable and make big moves, but others may not. 2 minutes and 1 second on the clock. Lucas Uchida back up for his next attempt.
Alors on rappelle que Lucas Uchida a déjà été donc champion panaméricain chez les juniors B. Il en est à sa dernière année de compétition chez les juniors. Alors c'est une dernière chance pour lui de reconquérir le titre de champion panaméricain.
Lucas securely on the bonus at this point into the challenging part of standing up on those small footholds. We'll see if he can succeed where Bobby failed and get a secure top with both hands. Let's see if he can control it. That's 1 and 2, and a top for Lucas Uchida.
C'est réussi donc pour Lucas Uchida qui a vraiment réussi. On disait tout à l'heure la grosseur de M&M. On est au lendemain de l'Halloween, alors la référence était excellente de Tyler. Alors donc on a réussi donc à appuyer le bout du pied sur cet obstacle pour réussir à rejoindre, et on rappelle qu'on doit maintenir la prise des deux mains sur l'obstacle pour récolter les points, que ce soit du côté des bonus ou du sommet. Alors moins d'1 minute maintenant pour Justine McCartney.
We can hear the Canadian team cheering for her with 39 seconds left. She's got to make sure she gets this foot up and stands into the undercling. 33 seconds. And a top for Justine would set her up for an early lead. 25 seconds left, and as we said, she knows she's under pressure from the timer, and hopefully she can keep her head together and get an excellent top with less than 20 seconds left. She looks composed. She's taking time to chalk up. One hand is not enough. It must be two. And with 8 seconds left, Justine McCartney must get both hands in control to get this top, and she's going to earn it for Canada.
Another at 3 seconds left. Donc à 3 secondes encore une fois, on vient de voir Justine McCartney réussir à porter les deux mains sur le dernier obstacle et évidemment réussir cette première voie.
Yeah, I can't complain. If it keeps being like that, I'll be excited all night and very happy to watch climbing like this. While we're talking about it, I want to give a quick shout out to all of the route setters who have been involved with this. The chief setter for the bouldering round is Simon Parton from here in Canada, and he was assisted by Antonio Moya of Argentina. Also thanks to Chris Danielson, who is the route setting coordinator for this event and also our expert counselor. So thanks to those guys and all the assistant setters that helped them. Obviously, these problems are incredible so far, and we can't wait to see more of it as the week goes on.
Alors, Tyler prenait quelques instants pour remercier justement les officiels qui ont établi ces routes très difficiles justement pour amener ces athlètes à un dépassement pour ces championnats panaméricains. Parmi ceux-ci, on avait au niveau des coordonnateurs Chris Danielson, l'Américain. On avait également Simon Parton qui est donc celui qui est en chef d'établir le parcours des blocs, et lui, il est canadien, et tous ces messieurs étaient sous la supervision, du moins du chef de la supervision, ou assistant-chef plutôt, pour le parcours des blocs, Antonio Moya de l'Argentine. Alors une représentation internationale, même du côté donc de nos officiels et de nos spécialistes qui ont établi ce parcours. On a présenté, Tyler, go ahead with the presentation of the two athletes right now on the wall.
Yeah, on the wall from the United States, we have Claire Burfind on women's #1, and also from the USA is Skylar Smith on men's #1. And they've both taken a fall or two, so they're still trying to find their way to the bonus hold at the moment. Claire Burfind is probably a very recognizable name for a lot of people that have followed youth climbing, not just in the United States, but also internationally. Skylar Smith is a little more of an unknown name, but he has shown himself in the last few days to be a very deserving competitor. He is the 4th place competitor coming out of the qualifications, so we're very excited to see how he climbs today.
Alors présentement sur nos parois, nous avons du côté des dames Claire Burfind, qui est une Américaine et qui en est à sa dernière présence du côté des juniors, puisque à partir de l'an prochain, elle sera donc du côté senior. Pour ce qui est des garçons, c'est Skylar Smith. Skylar Smith, un peu moins connu que Claire chez les dames. Cependant, il a montré ses couleurs lors des qualifications, puisqu'il s'est donc classé 4e chez les hommes. Alors, quelques erreurs jusqu'à présent. Oui, on va voir justement Claire qui...
And we're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Alors, 1 minute 30 secondes encore pour réussir cette route chez nos 3e compétiteurs.
Taking a moment to scrub the holds to take off any excess chalk. As the climbers go through, they leave more and more chalk and it makes it slippery, so they like to clean it off. And of course, we have volunteer brushers at each station, but sometimes the climbers are very particular. They like it cleaned in just a certain way. Skylar Smith achieving the bonus with 1 minute remaining, and we'll see if he can turn that into a top.
We saw Claire taking a deep breath before attacking in the last minute now.
43 seconds. And if Claire wants to get this, she'll have to do it now, but she decides not to try again. Skylar takes an unfortunate fall towards the top, and I think our 2 Americans will call it. They'll go back to rest, and we'll bring out our next climbers.
Alors, on a opté pour se retirer, bien qu'il restait du temps au chrono. Question de se reposer et se préparer donc pour la 2e route pour leur prochaine ronde.
Our next climbers, both from the United States. We can welcome Tim Kang and Margot Hayes.
Alors, des États-Unis, donc, chez les garçons, Timothy Kang, et du côté des dames, Margot Hayes.
And Margot Hayes, as we were talking about before, is an exceptional young climber outdoors, setting lots of new standards for women climbing outside, not just women, but of course climbing harder than almost every man that's ever lived as well. But in this environment, we can see she wasn't in the very, very top of qualifiers. She isn't first place qualifier in this event. She is 3rd place after the semifinals. So you can see that even though she is probably the strongest and most accomplished woman outdoor right now, indoors, she still has to fight as hard as she can to stay competitive with the rest of these climbers.
And body-wise, she's very slim and tall. On certain, extension, that gives her an edge. But on certain, restricted area, then it becomes a little bit more challenging.
Exactly. So often we say that tall climbers have an advantage, but sometimes it's the opposite, and it's easier to be short. Margot Hayes, looking like an easy top, is about to come down the pipe with 3 minutes and 1 second left. Let's see if she can lock down a flash to achieve the early lead with one more hand. That's a top for Margot Hayes.
Alors, Alors, belle performance donc de Margot Hayes. On la disait justement, une des plus aguerries sur l'escalade extérieure, bien qu'elle se soit qualifiée en 4e ici pour les épreuves de bloc. Eh bien, la longiligne athlète américaine s'est donc offert la paroi très rapidement avec 3 minutes encore au chrono. Donc, une belle réussite pour cette athlète Margot Hayes qui sera surveillée évidemment dans les années à venir pour l'escalade intérieure.
And remaining on the wall with 2 minutes and 17 seconds, Timothy Kang is about to take another attempt whenever he's ready. The problem he's attempting is fairly burly in the bottom. You are in a cave, so you're making a lot of compression to keep yourself up on the wall. And as you come around the corner and you start dealing with those small holds, you have to change your mentality and try and remove that aggression from your climbing. Calm down, as any unusual extra movement could shake you right off the wall. And a little foot slip from Tim Kang with 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
We know you can. We saw you do some ridiculous things yesterday. Do some of that right now. That's all it takes. Just your full effort.
Alors, Kane qui, avec 1 minute 10 secondes, se prépare donc à réessayer cette première voie.
And 1 minute left for Tim. Judging by how slowly most of the climbers have gone through this upper section, this is likely his last attempt.
He's going for the bonus. Voilà, donc le bonus a été réussi.
If you feel comfortable enough to chalk up and take a rest, that's a good sign.
30 secondes maintenant.
Needs to keep the feet, must keep his composure together as we're down to 18 seconds, but gets pushed off as his balance gets out of whack, and that will be it for Tim Kang on men's number 1. Now out on the wall from the United States, we have Maya Madère, and from Canada, Tosh Shurkat on men's number 1.
Alors du côté des dames, donc l'américaine Maya Madère qui vient de s'élancer, donc de sort numéro 275. Du côté des hommes, c'est au tour de Tosh Shurkat du Canada d'être à étudier la paroi présentement. Very calm on Tosh approach. Taking his time.
Yeah, Tosh, absolutely a very mindful climber. He tries to be a good role model. He's done his best to kind of inspire other athletes in and outside of climbing. So I think when he approaches the wall, he does his best to take it in a good all-around effort and always puts on a good show. He doesn't consider himself so much a boulderer. He really likes the lead climbing. But of course, he's done well to get to finals. So hopefully we'll see some excellent tops from Tosh as well. And just a little too much finger fatigue on those tiny little holds, tosses Shurkat.
Pendant que Maya est à évoluer présentement, très calme, très sûr, prend son temps.
And Maya's found an excellent resting position where you can see all of her weight is on her feet. She looks very comfortable. Takes a moment to recompose herself before approaching the top.
Yeah, Maya! Come on out!
Alors avec 2 minutes à faire, Maya n'a plus qu'à porter une seule main. Voilà, c'est réussi.
Excellent top from Maya Madère, and you can hear the American team cheering for her in the crowd. And of course, if you're in the Montreal area, we'd love to have you down here, not just for the finals tonight, but tomorrow, of course, we go into the speed climbing. On Friday and Saturday, we're doing our difficulty climbing. And then on Sunday, the big finale, the first ever combined event in the Americas. We hope you will consider coming down, buy a ticket, get to watch all this. Or if you want to help out, consider volunteering for us. You don't have to have judging experience. You can help us with brushing. You can help us with moving athletes, helping just the organization in general. We'd love to have you as a volunteer.
Alors pendant que Maya avait accompli, Tosh vient de se réattaquer à la paroi. On demande un brossage du côté de Tosh. Alors, on était à dire justement que si vous êtes dans la région montréalaise, on vous invite à venir nous rejoindre puisque, évidemment, ce soir, on a des épreuves de bloc. Demain, on vous présentera les épreuves de vitesse. Donc, jeudi soir, le 2 novembre. Ce sera suivi samedi des épreuves de difficulté. Et dimanche, le tout premier combiné olympique présenté. Alors, soyez des nôtres et si vous souhaitez vous joindre à l'aventure, on a même une place pour vous à titre de bénévole. Donc, vous n'avez pas nécessairement avoir une expérience très accrue de l'escalade pour pouvoir être bénévole avec nous. Informez-vous donc sur le site de l'événement pour suivre le tout. Alors, retournons donc sur la paroi présentement avec Tosh.
And with 15 seconds left, yes, Tosh is getting towards the top. Not quite happening. That'll be his last attempt. A good effort from Tosh Shurkat. Now we're happy to bring out our first place qualifiers from semifinals tomorrow. From yesterday, sorry. From the United States, Bimini Horseman and Kai Leitner.
Alors, deux Américains, les prochains, donc à s'attaquer à cette première voie de cette finale junior des blocs. Donc, du côté des filles, ce sera Kai Leitner. Kai Leitner, un nom reconnu dans l'escalade. Et du côté des hommes, eh ben, c'est Bimini Horseman qui va donc s'attaquer à la paroi. Ce sont donc ceux qui se sont classés au premier rang du côté des qualifications qui se sont tenues un peu plus tôt.
Kai Leitner looking good so far. I've heard from some of Kai's friends that he experienced a bit of an injury in his, I think it was, I'm going to get it wrong, but I think it was in his forearms or in his wrists. I'm going to double check for you, but I noticed in the last couple of days he hasn't been climbing quite at his full strength, but apparently he is nursing a bit of an injury, so hopefully that doesn't bother him too much today, and we still see some excellent climbing. It didn't stop him from qualifying in first place, so hopefully he'll hold up today and put on an excellent show. And of course, Bimini just a move away from the finish, and we'll see if she can top it out.
Kyle qui serait incommodé par une blessure présentement, ce qui semble non pas l'affecter puisqu'il a quand même qualifié comme premier pendant que Bimini vient de réussir avec brio cette première voie chez les dames.
And I should clarify the injury that Kai was dealing with was in his hands, just so I get that right. But he looks like he's doing okay right now. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. Kai is one of the tallest climbers in this category, so sometimes when he's trying to get his feet really high, he'll be at a bit of a disadvantage. But hopefully he can hold on tight enough to get that foot up and propel him up to the next section of the climb.
Alors, un des plus forts gabarits chez nos grimpeurs. Alors évidemment, lorsqu'on doit faire un mouvement de jambe du côté de la paroi avec l'inclinaison, ça augmente le coefficient de difficulté pour les athlètes, évidemment, de plus fort gabarit. Alors c'est le cas donc pour Kai. Il lui reste 1 minute 30 pour réussir cette première voie.
but not an actual finish.
Kai is a very smart competitor. Of course, he's spent lots of time in this kind of environment. He understands the value of taking your time to rest properly before getting on the wall.
What can you do? There you go, that's 1 minute for real.
1 minute encore pour Kai réussir.
Yes, dude, come on, Kai. Absolutely. Allez, allez. Kai Leitner, 40 seconds.
Down to 37 seconds for Kai to finish this problem.
Let's go, Kai, 30. Come on, Kai, now let's go. Come on, Kai. Come on,
Kai getting his foot up with 20 seconds left. It looks like he'll be able to finish this thing. Oh, but just being pushed off.
Alors avec 15 secondes à faire, Kerr avait réussi à porter une de ses mains sur l'obstacle du haut. Cependant, n'a pu rejoindre la deuxième main, donc c'est en vain. L'obstacle du haut. Cependant, n'a pu rejoindre la deuxième main, donc c'est en vain pour Kai Leitner.
And with that so far, Bimini Horseman and Margot Hayes after the first problem in the lead with a flash each on women's number 1.
Women's number 2.
And for the boys, Lucas Uchida in the clear first place with the only top on men's number 1. Now we will move on to men's and women's number 2. Welcome back, Bobby Taft Pittman and Lily Canavan from the United States.
Alors, le classement provisoire après donc cette première fois, c'est Lucas Uchida, le Canadien, qui occupe la position de tête. Kai Leitner en deuxième. Bobby Taft Pittman en troisième. Tosh Shurkat en quatrième. Timothy King en cinquième. Et Skeller Smith en sixième, pendant qu'on est à s'attaquer à la deuxième voie du côté donc des hommes et des femmes. Donc retour sur la paroi pour Lily Canavan et Bobby Taft Pittman.
That's the kind of climber we're used to seeing from Bobby. He likes the chance to take it big and dynamic, and so long as he can keep that heel and keep that upward pressure from his feet, he'll be able to get both hands into the underside of this hold and hopefully control that top. One hand will not be enough. It has to be two. Let's see. Oh, he gets sitting on it with two hands.
Quelle technique, magnifique sourire. What a beautiful smile.
An excellent flash from Bobby Taft Pittman. Puts him on the scoreboard with a top, and he'll be feeling very good about that one.
Alors, on l'a vu réussir à se positionner en position assise sur le dernier bloc, et bloc plutôt sphérique que carré. Alors, il a réussi donc à s'asseoir sur celui-ci, donc retrouver beaucoup de force pour pouvoir étirer les bras et justement sécuriser la dernière obstacle du haut. Alors voilà, donc c'est réussi pour notre premier concurrent, Bobby Taft Pittman.
And meanwhile, with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left, Lily Canavan is trying to work her way through women's number 2. She managed to get out of the press in the corner and starting to come across, but we have yet to achieve the top for her, and she has just under 2 minutes to make this thing happen. Trying to figure her way out through the small crimps on the side of the volume. And it won't be enough to stand up from here. She will have to get her feet a little bit higher before she can reach that hold. It's a hold you can grab from the left side. So she will have to prepare her body to get into that position. Looks like she'll be pressing out into the right wall and then trying to get her feet up a little bit higher to then reach out over to that top. But just doesn't hold it, and back on the ground with 1 minute and 14 seconds left.
Alors, belle tentative. On était rendu plutôt haut pour Lily Canavan. Il ne restait qu'à pouvoir réussir à transférer pour rejoindre le haut de l'obstacle. Cependant, Malheureusement, ça a été en vain. Elle est à regarder le chrono présentement et évaluer sa route et l'angle d'attaque.
While we're here, I want to give a big thanks to our major partners. Special thanks to the government of Quebec, the city of Montreal, Tourism Montreal, and PME Montreal. Montreal just turned 375 years old, I believe. It's an excellent city to visit. And of course, if you're going to be here, come to Horizon Rock. Check out these incredible walls. And just around the corner is the Olympic Stadium, which hosted in 1976 Summer Olympics. Great place to stop by, so thanks so much to those major partners for their financial support in putting on this event. And with 16 seconds left, Lily takes a toss and unfortunately doesn't quite finish. That will be it for her on women's 2.
Alors donc sur sa deuxième voie, malheureusement, ce fut non complété pour Lily Canavan. On se rappelle que sur la première voie, elle avait réussi donc à combiner le bonus en plus de rejoindre le sommet. Cependant aujourd'hui, ça n'a pas été réussi dans cette deuxième voie. Alors donc nos deux athlètes suivants, Tyler.
And our two athletes out now again from Canada, Justine McCartney on women's 2 and Lucas Uchida on men's number 2.
Alors donc du Canada pour nos deux prochains concurrents, donc Lucas Uchida qui va pour la deuxième voie chez les hommes, idem pour Justine McCartney.
And Lucas so far is the only climber to top men's number 1, so if he can top this one, he will keep that clear advantage over the others for at least one more round. A beautiful dyno from Lucas, and if he can top this, he is starting an excellent streak through this competition. Excellent top from Lucas Uchida, keeping the streak alive, and he will stay at least for the rest of men's number 2, one top ahead of the rest of his competitors.
Hugging the block.
The full embrace, yeah. Nobody loves anything more than getting the top, right?
Alors donc on a pu voir Lucas Uchida y aller d'un câlin au bloc du haut. Alors donc
and Justine McCartney approaching the bonus on women's number 2 with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left. There was a tighter race in the women. 5 of them managed to top women's number 1, separated a bit by the number of attempts it took them to get there. So with that tight horse race, of course, tops are going to mean a lot for the girls on women's number 2.
Come on, girl. Making moves. Oh, come on now.
With 1 minute and 51 seconds remaining, she's getting closer, but maybe a little misguided beta. She tried to kind of hold the entire pentagon volume, and in reality, we need her to move a little bit more to the right to get into the corner of the wall. But she still has 1 minute 35 on the clock. Hopefully she can find the top that's eluded her so far.
Évidemment, le parcours qui sillonne la paroi de gauche à droite. Jusqu'à présent, les premiers blocs sont négociés avec brio, mais dès qu'on se déplace vers la droite, les prises deviennent de plus en plus petites. Alors, ce qui augmente le coefficient de difficulté. Et c'est à cet endroit, donc, que ça semble bloqué légèrement pour Justine McCartney. Avec 1 minute maintenant.
That's 1 minute left. And again, this is one of those times where you know the clock is ticking down. Justine knows she has less than 1 minute. She's got 47 seconds left. She knows that on her last attempt she made a bit of a mistake, and so she's entering into this time running down, knowing she has to find a better solution and make it happen. Now with less than 35 seconds remaining. But she's looking calm. She is still chalking up, taking her time. And so long as she can keep that good headspace together, she may be set up for another top. But not quite, and with 20 seconds, she will have to finish up, and we'll move on to our next athletes.
So Justin, you were mentioning that you did work with Justine McCarney previously in her climbing career.
Yeah, absolutely. Justine climbed at the gym I worked at. I ended up coaching her a little bit as well. She's one of those climbers that's been doing it for a very long time, before climbing was as big as it is today. And a climber like her, you come under a lot of pressure because of how much the sport is growing. I remember back when she was maybe 9 or 10 years old, she may have only had a handful of competitors, whereas now you'll have tens and hundreds on an international scale of competitors. But the fact that she's managed to stay competitive in those fields is a huge testament to her skill as a climber.
Congratulations for your composure of not being too emotional.
I'm trying to not go too crazy as I watch them climb, yeah.
We'll leave that to Pete.
Exactly, yeah. Claire Burfind on women's number 2 and Skylar Smith on men's number 2, both from the United States.
Les deux Américains, oui, effectivement, c'est réussi du côté des dames. Claire Burfind qui réussit à rejoindre la paroi et très rapidement avec 3 minutes 15 au chrono. Alors, ça a été fait de façon expéditive.
Yeah, a very quick flash from Claire, and interesting was that I think she skipped what was the intended route to follow. Rather than going out to the right and then back to the top, she decided she was going to skip all that and use her height and her skill to just rocket up to the top and secure that, again, using less than a minute to get there.
Encore une fois, une impulsion, ça semble être la voie à suivre. Une impulsion donc qui a permis à notre athlète chez les hommes, Skylar Smith, de se lancer.
And not quite for Skylar, but he still has lots of time, 2 minutes and 21 seconds.
Alors Skylar tentait, à l'image de Lucas, d'aller s'asseoir sur l'obstacle. Cependant, sa jambe n'a pas réussi à enfiler le haut donc, de cette avant-dernière prise. Et malheureusement, il a glissé de la paroi. Il est à étudier présentement ses options. A little bit like Lucas, he tried to sit on the block itself and actually his leg slip and...
Well, the interesting part about the bonus hold and the top hold, they are the same hold. There's very much not a lot to grab. And because the top one is faced upside down, you have to use your legs to push yourself into it. If you don't have something supporting your weight, you're not going to be able to hold on to that top. So once the climbers get both hands on the bonus, it's all about finding a way to get their feet or get their butt up on that hold to support them on the way to the top. 1 minute and 18 seconds left for Skylar.
1 minute 15 maintenant au chrono pour Skylar plutôt, pour s'élancer et tenter de conquérir la route numéro 2.
Very confident stick of the dyno with 56 seconds left. He knows the pressure is on. Getting that heel up, hopefully using that to get a right hand or a left hand. He chooses the left. He's got to get the right hand up there as well, but the shoulders just can't do it, and he'll be back on the mats with 41 seconds remaining. And I think he may take one more try.
Avec 30 secondes, on voit que Skylar va encore une fois s'attaquer à la paroi, tenter de le faire de façon explosive, utiliser l'adrénaline qui vient avec les dernières secondes.
17 seconds left on the clock, and it's now or never for Skylar Smith. He gets that heel. This is what he tried last time. If he's going to try it again, he's got to do it better, but unfortunately he doesn't have the energy. Understandable after trying it so much. He'll be going back to isolation to rest while we bring out some new climbers for problem number 2.
I think we got Margot Hayes and Timothy Kang out here.
Next out for problem number 2 for the women is Margot Hayes, and for the men, Timothy Kang.
Alors donc, chez les hommes, pour la voie numéro 2, eh bien, ce sera Timothy Kang, l'Américain. Et chez les dames, ce sera donc Margot Hayes.
Yes, Tim. go. Yeah, Tim.
And Timothy laying back on that 2-finger pocket with 3 minutes 20. He's going to go for that throw. See if he can stick it first attempt. Trying a bit of a lock-off approach. And he makes it work. Good job to Tim, and now it's about achieving that top. We'll see if he can stick it with 2 hands. He got the one, and it looks like he's feeling not too comfortable. He's got to find a way to make it work, but another fall to the ground. Whereas Margot Hayes trying the beta that Claire Burfind also used in making it work, with a great flash of women's number 2 for Margot Hayes.
Alors encore une fois, Margot Hayes qui réussit avec brio et très rapidement avec 2 minutes 45 au chrono. Et son approche à Margot est très intéressante puisqu'elle observe longuement la paroi, se fait sa route dans sa tête et immédiatement exécute. Tandis qu'on peut voir d'autres athlètes, un peu Timothy est à cette image, beaucoup plus explosif, beaucoup plus dynamique, s'attaque à la paroi plutôt que d'observer et l'attaquer. Donc beaucoup plus dynamique de cette approche. Cependant, ça semble très bien réussir du côté de Margot Hayes. I was saying that for the second time, she looked at the roots, and she was very calm about it, making her plans in her head, and executing it perfectly.
Absolutely, yeah. Of course, climbers have different styles, and some will look longer than others. Some climbers are good at looking at a problem and understanding every move on the first try. Others take longer. Me, myself, I'm very bad at it. I need the route setters to help me understand what's going to go on in these problems. But yeah, somebody like Margot Hayes, she is a next level climber where she's climbed so much and competed so much. She probably looks at this problem, looks at all the holds, and she knows I've climbed on that hold, I know that hold, and she can probably remember exactly how each hold feels. So while she takes a while to look at it, she gets so much information before she gets on the wall and can then proceed with all of that confidence that you see, and it results in tops.
And the fact that she's doing it outdoor as well, probably she even have some images about beautiful places that she saw before and similar problems.
Absolutely, and Tim Kang tries the right foot to get the heel, makes it work, and that's a great top from Timothy Kang.
Alors, Timothy Kang qui a vraiment travaillé très fort pour obtenir ces précieux points. Alors, good work from him. Well deserved. We can see how accessible is the sport after the performance. The athletes are, fist bumping the spectators, sharing with them.
Yeah, absolutely. There's still that sense of community in climbing. Some people wonder, will that feeling go away when it becomes an Olympic sport? Maybe things will change. But so long as the community keeps fostering it like this, so long as we teach the newcomers that, hey, it's okay to congratulate each other, then it's going to be no problem to keep this spirit alive. It comes down to us. If we want to keep climbing the way it is, it comes to us to preserve those values in the climbing community.
I'm from the mountain biker world, and mountain biking stayed cool and stayed very friendly, so hopefully
we can have that same success for mountain climbing. Exactly.
Alors donc présentement sur la paroi chez les dames, c'est Maya Mader qui a essayé la deuxième fois, donc l'américaine. Et du côté des hommes, c'est un Canadien cette fois-ci, Tosh Shirkett, qui est à étudier la voie.
And now on the wall with 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining, you have Maya Mader from the United States and Tosh Shirkett from Canada.
On était parlé du fait qu'il y a beaucoup de collégialité entre les athlètes qui s'encouragent à leur passage. Également, on peut les voir festoyer avec les spectateurs après leur performance, distribuer des poignées de main, distribuer les high-five au passage. Et ce que Tyler disait, on espère que le sport reste collégial comme ça, même après le fait de devenir un sport olympique pendant que c'est complété. Donc du côté des dames, Maya Mader qui a réussi avec brio.
Yeah, another great top from Maya. And Tosh took a tumble on men's number 2. But fortunately for a climb like men's number 2, you can look at it, and because there are so few holds on it, it's fairly easy to know, where you got to go. It's just how you're going to do it. So Tosh is very confident in what needs to happen. You just got to make it happen better. But not finding friction on that bonus. He's got to find a way to squeeze that thing hard enough to hold on to it. 1 minute and 50 seconds left.
Alors, 1 minute 50 pour Tosh pour pouvoir réessayer. Il demande un brassage. Oui, puisqu'il semble manquer d'adhérence sur le dessus du bloc, l'avant-dernier bloc. Évidemment, il a besoin d'une grande impulsion, comme disait Tyler. Le parcours est très défini sur le deuxième défi chez les hommes. Il n'y a pas différentes options pour s'y rendre. Cependant, il faut voir comment on va réussir à s'y rendre. Et l'impulsion en ce moment que Tosh... Et là, c'est réussi pour Tosh qui a réussi à s'agripper.
Tosh gets that bonus finally. And we'll see with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. He doesn't have a lot of time to try this again. So hopefully he makes this top stick this time around.
Avec 1 minute.
Come on, don't let go. Don't let go, brother. Just go get it. Just go get it.
With 46 seconds left, his countryman Pete Woods, the MC on the floor, trying to encourage him to get up this climb. Gets the right heel, which we've seen more success with than the left. And with one hand, so long as he can keep that weight going into the heel, he's going to be able to hold this. And another top for Canada. And a loud cheer from the crowd. Excellent work from Tosh Shurkat.
Oui, effectivement, Tosh Shurkat qui a travaillé très, très fort sur les encouragements de Pete Wood, notre maître de cérémonie sur le site. Et la foule a apprécié son travail et son effort. Et on l'a vu réussir avec une clé de talon qui a été la façon pour lui de sécuriser cet avant-dernier. Donc, obstacle pendant qu'on est à présenter. Donc, nos derniers du côté des hommes, c'est Kyle Leitner qui sera le prochain à s'élancer, l'Américain, et un autre Américain, ou Américaine plutôt, chez les dames, Bimini Horseman.
And now on prop number 2, Bimini Horseman and Kyle Leitner. I'll take a moment to quickly thank some of the official partners for this event. Of course, Entreprise and Perfect Descent Climbing System, whose equipment you'll see all across the walls. And Kyle Leitner here, very early on, goes for the top, which is frankly the worst part of this hole, but he's going to try again with the undercling. An easy top for Kyle Leitner. Excellent work from him with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left for Bimini Horseman to finish up women's 2.
Avec une approche un peu similaire, Kyle Leitner qui a utilisé le talon pour sécuriser l'avant-dernier obstacle, l'avant-dernier bloc pour rejoindre l'obstacle du haut et le sécuriser à 2 mains de façon soutenue et stable. Alors il a réussi avec brio pendant qu'on est toujours sur la paroi du côté de Bimini. Je vous rappelle qu'ils en sont à leur deuxième problème proposé pour cette deuxième route.
If she goes up with the left hand now, that's the same beta that some of her teammates have used, including Margot and Claire. They made it work, and so does she. With the second hand, she secures another top. And that will be the end of our climbers on women's number 2. So we're now halfway through this competition. We'll wait a little bit until the scores get updated. But if you want to follow along at home with the scores, head on over to the website for this event. It's climbingpanam17.com. You want to follow the link for results. Or if you're a climbing nerd and you already know the website, of course, we're going to ifsc-climbing.org. You want to follow the links for competition and then the calendar. Scroll down until you find this event. It's the Panamerican Youth Championship, and you can sort through the results by category. And of course, we're in the final round, so you want to click that. And at this point, we still maintain the tie from round number 1. Bimini Horseman and Margot Hayes tied with 2 flashes. That is 2 tops in 1 attempt each. So they are currently holding on to the lead, but only barely. There's still lots of room for the other girls to come in and challenge that lead.
That's right, that's right.
For the men, Lucas Uchida also holds on to his top or his lead with 2 tops. He's the only climber currently with both tops. So if he can get another one now, he'll certainly be far into the lead. He'll be out next. But right now on the walls from the United States, Lily Canavan and Bobby Taft Pittman.
Donc, on est à se préparer pour la 3e voie, autant chez les hommes que chez les dames. Du côté des dames, c'est à nouveau Lily Canavan des États-Unis qui est sur la paroi. Et du côté des hommes, toujours des États-Unis, Bobby Taft Pittman.
And this is our first time to see these problems, so really interesting to see what kind of beta they're using. The men's problem, relatively straightforward, so interesting to see that. But for Lily, maneuvering through these sections, how she's going to use her body to keep that balance, even though it's on some fairly ambiguous slopers there. 2 minutes, 57 seconds remaining. Bobby Taft Pittman taking the brushing into his own hands. Some climbers like to relax with a little bit of brushing, which I can understand. I also want to thank our official hotels for this event. Thanks to the Hôtel Gouverneur Montreal, the Auberge Royal Versailles, and the Travelodge Centreville. If you do end up coming down to Montreal, please consider them as some of your lodging options when you're here. And of course, stop by here at Horizon Rock to get your climb on and enjoy Montreal-style climbing.
Come on, Bob. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
2 minutes remaining.
Alors, avec 2 minutes à faire, Bobby Taft Pittman qui évolue sur la paroi présentement.
Come on, dude. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Come on, Bobby.
And it looks like he's going to lock this one. Spoke too soon. A bit dynamic, gets one hand on the finish hold. Almost holds the swing, but not quite enough. And hopefully on his next attempt, he'll do a little bit more to try and secure the lower part of his body so he doesn't get thrown off completely. We got 1 minute and 24 seconds left for Bobby and Lily.
Alors, c'était audacieux de la part de Bobby Taft Pittman qui s'était lancé à une seule main pour soutenir tout son poids. Et lorsqu'il a tenté donc rapprocher sa deuxième main pour réussir à rejoindre les 2 mains sur le dernier bloc du haut, et bien malheureusement, il a perdu son appui. Et donc, il doit se relancer sur la paroi avec 1 minute à faire.
And both climbers pull on with 48 seconds remaining now. They both gotten close to the top, but they haven't earned the finish quite yet. We'll see if Bobby can fix his mistakes and Lily can finish up the last part of the puzzle here on women's number 3. And Bobby going to try it, hopefully a little more controlled. Lily takes a tumble, but Bobby's not done yet. 27 seconds remaining. Goes for the reach through, but the feet don't stick as he goes. 22 seconds left, and maybe a bit of a pipe dream for Bobby to score this, but if he gets it, it'll be something else. 15 seconds left. Just doesn't have the gas. Maybe feeling a bit of pain in his shoulder, but...
Et c'est déjà une blessure qu'il semble avoir, donc on l'a vu s'élancer avec quelques secondes seulement. Évidemment, la foule a réagi de le voir s'élancer. Cependant, ça a failli être coûteux pour lui puisqu'il semble, en ayant précipité ses mouvements, s'être reblessé à une blessure qu'il a pendant qu'on est à présenter. Donc, nos prochains concurrents.
And here on problem number 3, both from Canada, we have Lucas Uchida, who's currently leading the field with 2 tops, and Justine McCarney.
Alors donc les prochains à s'élancer, Justine McCarney du Canada et également du Canada, Lucas Uchida.
And we want to thank you guys for watching on this live stream. We really appreciate all of the eyeballs. If you want to share this excitement with your friends, please consider letting people know about this on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Use the hashtag PanAmClimbing2017 to share it across all those platforms and get as many people watching as possible. And also myself and Jacques couldn't be here without all the support from you guys at our crowdfunder. So please check out that crowdfunder. There's a link on your screen. You can donate $5, $10, whatever you think it's worth for an event like this to be broadcast around the world. We thank you guys for all of your support. And Justine with the match on the bonus, but not enough pull to get beyond there. A good start, but we'll need a little bit more. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. And Lucas trying to extend his lead by scoring one more top on men's number 3.
Évidemment, on vous remercie d'être là pour suivre cet événement. D'ailleurs, au bas de l'écran, si vous le souhaitez, vous pouvez faire un don pendant que excellente manœuvre de Lucas et c'est réussi. Donc,
and Lucas Uchida just locking it down with 3 tops. That makes him incredibly hard to beat, if beatable at all, based on attempts. But that flash is huge for him. Even if all the climbers manage to top men's number 3 right now, they still won't be in the lead. I'll have to check the math at the end of this round, and we'll see if he's already locked it down. But excellent work from Lucas of Canada, and we'll see if he can continue that streak with 4 tops on men's number 4 in a little while.
Alors, on est toujours sur la paroi du côté de Justin McCartney avec 2 minutes 5 au cadran.
And just missing those crimps. And of course, those crimps, they're not very flat. It's not easy to get your fingers behind them. They are a little bit slopey, so you can't just dig your fingers in. You got to be controlling them and really also managing your balance. Otherwise, you will get pulled right off the wall. One minute, 33 seconds left.
Alors, 1 minute 10 au chrono. Justine qui...
And with 1 minute and 4 seconds left, Justine is back on the wall. A bit of a sloppy start, but she's still got 55 seconds. Plenty of time to get this thing done, so long as she can keep it together. But of course, after a couple of attempts, she's clearly very tired, and it'll take everything she's got to make this one go down. Women's number 3 still hasn't seen a top. Maybe Justine McCartney can be the first. Now the hard part of getting to the second crimp, can't quite pull it, and she's going to call it and save that energy for her final problem of women's number 4 in a little while.
Évidemment, Justine qui a dépensé quand même beaucoup d'énergie sur cette route numéro 3 chez les dames. Alors, elle sera donc à conserver son énergie pour la route numéro 4 pendant qu'on est à présenter nos prochains concurrents.
And we're welcoming back onto the wall Skylar Smith and Claire Burfind of the United States.
Alors, des États-Unis, autour de Skylar Smith chez les garçons et de Claire Burfind chez les filles.
Claire looking excellent so far, but maybe second guessing her foot position to get bonus. Going to get in that knee bar, which we saw earlier, but coming up to the next hold, you do have to adjust your position a bit. Making it look easy, Claire Burfind. Skylar Smith also getting to the second last hold. And we may just see 2 simultaneous tops from the Americans if they can keep this up. If Skylar can keep those feet on, oh, not quite. Takes a toss, and it's all down to Claire Burfind. Let's see if she can reach this in control with 2 minutes, 56 seconds remaining. One hand is not enough. It's got to be 2.
C'est réussi.
Excellent top from Claire Burfind. A flash, a flash, I think, on women's number 3. Great work from Claire.
Alors, c'est réussi donc pour Claire Burfind, l'américaine, avec brio, avec 2 minutes 45 encore au chrono. Donc, on est étudié du côté des hommes. Donc, Skylar Smith qui observe la paroi, tente de démystifier la route à suivre. Alors évidemment, pendant que Skylar est à étudier, on tiendrait à remercier les différents partenaires au niveau de nos partenaires présentateurs. Évidemment, Accès Escalade Montréal, le Conseil panaméricain de la Fédération internationale d'escalade, et également le centre d'escalade Horizon Rock, où on se trouve présentement. Et on vous invite d'ailleurs à venir nous rejoindre tout le long donc, de ces compétitions. Donc, suivez les informations sur le site Panam d'Escalade 2017.
And Skylar Smith back on the wall after a generous rest. 1 minute and 31 seconds left. Only 2 holds away from the top, but as we've seen, that top is an elusive finish. And we'll see if he can keep everything in control to hold that fairly detailed sloper. One hand, looks like it'll be good if he can get that second. An excellent top from Skylar Smith, and keeping him in the running in the score. And very shortly after we finish with our junior climbers, we will be doing the podium presentation for all 3 of the bouldering categories. This is the Pan American Youth Championship, so we are awarding the Pan American Champion Medal for the B boys and girls, the A boys and girls, and competing right now, of course, the junior boys and girls. So very excited to finally see those. Of course, they've already been decided in a lot of cases, but we can't wait to see these athletes get to wear those medals. 2 Canadians so far, Babette Roy and Guy McNamee, and 2 Americans in Colin Wills and Brooke Rabatou. And we're going to find out what comes next from these junior climbers, but we're hoping we'll see 1 more Canadian at least taking home a Pan Am Championship medal here in Montreal at Horizon Rock.
Alors évidemment, après ces dernières voix, nous allons procéder à la remise des médailles de ces championnats panaméricains. On a déjà couronné un Canadien, Babette Roy, qui a remporté un peu plus tôt dans les catégories juvéniles. Voyons voir du côté des juniors si on aura encore une fois des Canadiens au podium. Eux qui étaient en sous-représentation pour cette finale avec quand même avec le nombre de pays présents. C'est quand même pas une sous-représentation, mais du moins dans le nombre de participants. C'était 4 Américains, 2 Canadiens et 5 Américains et 1 Canadien du côté des femmes.
And we're watching Timothy Kank from the United States on his flash attempt. Nailed down the top of men's number 3. Great work from him, looking steady the entire way. And Margot Hayes on women's number 3, making her way into the bonus. And now trying to get out and secure the top with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. She's got lots of time, and I think we may just see a top right now from Margot if she can find the good spot on this volume. 2 hands, and you can call it a top. Great work from Margot.
À peine le temps de vous présenter nos concurrents. Cependant, Pete Wood l'a fait dans la salle. Timothy Kang, qui immédiatement, à son premier essai, s'est rendu au sommet. Et du côté donc des dames, c'était Margot Hayes qui s'est attaquée à la paroi avec brio. Et on est à présenter donc nos prochains concurrents. Cette fois-ci, ce sera Maya Madère des États-Unis et Tosh Shurkat du Canada.
And now on the wall from Canada is Tosh Shurkat, and from the United States, Maya Madère. Good start from Maya. Of course, we've seen this sequence a couple of times, and the same from Tosh. It all comes down to how they're going to climb past bonus. If Maya can keep her balance and not fall off the wall here, then things are looking good. Taking a second to stay composed before reaching out to that finish hold. Reconsiders her feet a couple times. And all she's got to do is just do it. Let's see this Maya. It looks like she's not very confident in her fingers to pull off this full lock-off. She's trying to find some way to not do a full left arm lock-off to reach this volume.
Ouais, effectivement, Maya Madère, comme le faisait remarquer Tyler, semble avoir de la difficulté à lâcher la deuxième prise avec sa main. Son appui sur les jambes semble être insuffisant pour la sécuriser et lui permettre de s'élancer. Cependant, présentement, ça semble être le contraire. Là. Les jambes semblent prendre de l'assurance.
And as Maya's proving, it's one thing to hold on to something, but it's another to hold it and move off it. But she looks like she's finding some interesting alternate beta. I don't know if it'll work. Unfortunately, it doesn't. But a great start, at least, from Maya. And Tosh Shurkat back up on the wall for his second attempt with 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining. We'll see if he can finish up these last couple of moves.
Yes, Tosh. Come on, Tosh.
And if he can keep himself composed like his teammate Lucas Ushida, this should be a top in the bag. And I think you can count this as another one for Canada. Turn and smiles to the crowd.
Strike the pose by Tosh. Alors, Tosh Shurkat qui s'est permis un magnifique sourire pour sourire à la caméra. Très satisfait donc de sa performance pour les Canadiens.
Excellent finish from Tosh. He knew he was confident in that one hand. He decided to do a little bit of showing off, but you can't blame him when you get a top in the finals round of the Panamerican Youth Championships. If you can do that at this event, you deserve all the ego you've got. That's just under 1 minute remaining for Maya Madère on women's number 3.
Donc 1 minute à faire pour Maya Madère sur cette route numéro 3. Alors tout à l'heure, elle a réussi à toucher au dernier bloc, cependant sans réussir à mettre la main sur le dessus de celui-ci puisque la prise se retrouve sur le dessus.
And Maya's very familiar with this hold and very familiar with this position. She just needs to find the confidence to use it and do the move she knows she needs to do. She knows the sequence, but she's trying to avoid it at all costs. And it might pay off, but it looks unlikely. 14 seconds left. She's got to do it now. And unfortunately, it just doesn't go. Looks a little bit distressed with some pain from her wrist, but she'll be going into ISO to see how she's holding up. And we're now onto our first place qualifiers, our final climbers on these problems, men's and women's number 3. In just a moment, you'll be welcoming Bimini Horseman from the United States and Kai Leitner from the US as well.
Come on, Kai Leitner. Come on, Bimini Horseman.
Alors les voilà qui s'avancent, Bimini Horseman des États-Unis et Kai Leitner également des États-Unis, eux qui se sont qualifiés donc premiers respectivement chez les hommes et chez les dames et qui sont donc à se préparer à prendre d'assaut cette voie numéro 3.
What do you think, guys? Couple of tops? Think they got it in them? Maybe. Good luck.
Like awards? Honestly, I'm supposed to
There it is, Kai. Yes. Come on, round it up. Yes, Kai. Very nice. Kai Leitner. Come on, Kai.
Alors nos deux athlètes qui sont toujours à évoluer sur cette voie numéro 3. Kyle Le très puissant Kyle Leitner qui est réussi avec brio.
Kai showing off the raw strength that he's known for, controlling that really no problem. A great flash from Kai, and with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left, Bimini Horseman getting one hand on the finish, but not quite enough to get the top. She still has 2 minutes and 34 seconds left.
Ouais, toujours 2 minutes 30 secondes maintenant pour Bimini Horseman qui pourra encore une fois s'essayer de conquérir la voie numéro 3. Elle a quand même évolué beaucoup sur la paroi. Tout à l'heure, on a vu chez nos premières concurrentes une difficulté même à passer le surplomb. Maintenant, on est rendu un peu plus loin du côté de nos dames. C'est le cas donc de celle qui s'est qualifiée première chez les dames, Bimini Horseman, qui s'attaque. Ouais, on est à faire réagir la foule du côté de Pete Wood, figure connue de l'escalade au Canada, qui fait faire la vague aux spectateurs pour encourager notre concurrente Bimini qui continue son évolution sur la paroi. Elle est à passer le surplomb en ce moment.
And Bimini knows exactly what the top hold feels like, but she has yet to control it, and that's what we want to see on this attempt with 1 minute and 34 seconds left. Let's see this thing go down, Bimini, but oh! Moving just a little too fast, can't control it, and she's down to 1 minute and 25 seconds to try it again.
Elle était qu'à une seule main de réussir, et malheureusement, elle a perdu son emprise. Alors il lui reste un peu plus d'1 minute présentement pour se relancer sur la paroi.
That's 1 minute left.
Yeah, girl. Yes, there you go. Come on, Ben. Come on, so strong.
And she's back in the launch position. And if she can just make the lock off slow and steady, she can earn this thing. Slow,
Encore une fois.
30 seconds if you want it. If you want it, it's there.
And it looks like she'll try it one more time.
As well, right?
The crowd making some noise to get behind her with 23 seconds left. She's a fast climber. She can probably make this thing go down. Getting back up to the bonus. It's going to come down to that last move again, making sure she does it properly. It's not enough to touch it. You got to get the thing into control with both hands. 9 seconds left. An excellent last minute top from Bimini Horseman with 8 seconds left on the clock. Excellent job from Bimini Horseman. And with that, we are done with problem number 3.
Alors donc, elle a utilisé l'énergie de la foule, Bimini Horseman, pour réussir donc cette voie numéro 3. Alors on est donc à se préparer pour la voie numéro 4 dans quelques instants.
Perfect translations of each other.
Alors en simultané, on était à traduire dans les mêmes mots en anglais et en français à quel point c'était une magnifique performance qui vient d'être offerte par Bobby Taft Pittman chez les hommes pendant qu'on est toujours sur la paroi pour la part de Lily Canavan, l'américaine, qui est sur la 4e voie maintenant.
And Lily Canavan choosing through the bottom section of the climb to go slowly and reach down to that volume to support herself with the left hand, and then just popping up to the big black Waco. We thought it might be dynamic, but it looks like it can be done statically, so that's nice. She's got the bonus, and at this point, the sequence, I believe, requires the use of the chip on the other side of the volume, but she may just cheat it. And if she can get both hands secured on that hold, we can make this thing happen. We'll see if she can manage to get this Gaston from this position. Otherwise, she may have to come down with the left hand to the little black rail on the left side of the square volume. But it looks like she'll break the beta. A great top from Lily Canavan to start off women's number 4.
Alors, beaucoup de calme de la part de Lily Canavan, qui un peu plus tôt s'attaquait quand même assez rapidement, non pas rapidement, mais observait sa route, attaquait la paroi. Cette fois-ci, elle est allée vraiment plus rapidement sur la paroi, s'est attaquée puisque le défi le niveau de difficulté, évidemment, de cette 4e voie augmente et elle s'est donc attaquée rapidement aux obstacles, mais a réussi donc à se rendre au sommet. Alors, réussi du côté de nos deux concurrents.
And our next climbers out, both from Canada. You can welcome back for their final climb of the night, Justine McCarney and Lucas Uchida.
Alors, les deux Canadiens qui reviennent pour leur dernière ascension de la soirée, Justine McCarney et Lucas Uchida. Lucas qui est à mettre les pièces du puzzle ensemble. Pensez à ces mouvements qu'il veut essayer pour cette première tentative.
And we can see Justine winding up for the more dynamic approach to the start. And she does get both hands in it, but doesn't quite stick. We'll see what she tries next time. Meanwhile, Lucas is very aware from when he was sitting in ISO. He could hear that cheer from Bobby Taft Pittman. He knows that somebody topped it. So he really wants to get that too, to make sure he locks down his second in a row Pan-American Championship in bouldering. If he gets this thing in a flash, what a knockout that'll be. If he gets it at all, it's game over. Second last hold. Let's see if Lucas can lock this thing down. One hand and two. And an excellent cheer from the crowd as Lucas Uchida at his last youth competition ever achieves the Youth Pan Am Championship. And I can see from up here his longtime coach, Andrew McBurney, clearly emotional over this achievement, and Lucas himself as well. Very happy with what's happened. Excellent finish from Lucas.
Alors Lucas, qu'on mentionnait tout à l'heure, Lucas Uchida, qui est champion panaméricain, cependant chez les juvéniles, maintenant à sa dernière année chez les juniors, viennent de prendre une sérieuse option sur un deuxième titre de champion panaméricain. Tout ça sous les yeux attentifs de son entraîneur Andrew McBurney, qui l'accompagne depuis plusieurs années. Alors voici donc toute une performance et comme le disait tout à l'heure Justin, Lucas a entendu derrière la paroi tout à l'heure les encouragements, puisque, ou du moins les applaudissements, lorsque Bobby Taft Pittman a réussi cette paroi. Donc il savait très bien que quelqu'un avait réussi. Alors son mandat était de le réussir. Et là, c'est ce que s'apprête à faire également Justin.
And Justine with one hand on the finish. She's got to make sure her body's in the good position to secure this. Right now it is not. She must fix her feet. And hopefully she won't slip off if she can get this thing. That's an excellent top for her as well. Two tops from Canada on number 4. And Team Canada is one happy crowd right now for this excellent finish from their teammates.
Oui, effectivement, réaction du côté des coéquipiers de l'équipe du Canada, puisque nos deux Canadiens ont réussi cette 4e voie. Alors, belle ascension pour Justine McCarty qui réussit encore une fois le sommet.
And so at this point, our boys are fighting for podium finishes as the Canadian locks down the junior boys Pan Am champion slot. For the girls, the race is a little more up in the air, but we will see some head-to-head with Bimini Horseman and Margot Hayes, as they're still the two in contention for first place, according to my math. Of course, you can follow the scores along at home at ifsc-climbing.org.
Alors, présentement sur la paroi, Claire Burfing, l'américaine, accompagnée de Skyler Smith, l'américain également, qui dans l'assaut, la 4e et dernière voie. Et là,
and Claire Burfine looking wonderful up on women's number 4. Looks like she's going to lock down a top nice and easy as well. Still less than a minute into this round and she's got her hands on the top. And nice job from Claire Burfine. She's going to be happy that she ends this in that manner. For her as well, This is her last ever youth championship, so she'll be happy to go out with the top. It always feels good.
Robert Funk qui en est également à sa dernière compétition chez les juniors et se retrouvera donc dès l'an prochain chez les seniors. Voyons voir s'il sera en mesure dans les quelques années qui suivent, puisque 2020 sera la première année olympique, de réussir à se qualifier pour être membre de l'équipe américaine, elle qui a connu une carrière juvénile et junior avec brio.
And with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left, Skylar Smith getting back up onto men's number 4. He's got the bonus nice and secure. And if he can get himself up through this corner to the crimp on the left, he'll be one step closer to getting the top on this last climb for him.
Alors avec une 50 encore au chrono, ça regarde bien. Tyler Smith.
Making it look scary from Skylar. Just got to get that other hand and manages to get it. Probably gave his family and friends watching at home a bit of a heart attack with that, but a great finish for Skylar.
Alors, Skylar Smith qui a perdu son appui de ses pieds à quelques instants, a réussi à regagner cette prise pour compléter. Alors, ça en était peu, mais il a réussi. Alors, voici donc nos quatrième concurrent, Margot Hayes, l'américaine chez les dames, et Timothy Kang chez les garçons, toujours du côté des Américains.
And now on the wall from the United States, Timothy Kang and Margot Hayes. Margot currently leading after 3 problems, and if she gets a top on this one early on, then she may lock up a pretty solid win in this category. And for her, this is also her last youth championships. Of course, she's already considered an adult competitor. She competes in all the World Cups and, of course, outdoors at an entirely adult level. But it's nice to wind this up. A lot of the kids develop a strong emotional connection with the youth scene. They've grown up with all these kids. They've grown up with their coaches. They've grown up at these competitions. And it means a lot to them to finish out strong with so many of their counterparts behind them here at the Pan American Championships in Montreal. Nice dynamic start from Margot. And Tim Kang already up high with less than a minute in. And Tim making it look easy.
Effectivement, ça a eu l'air facile pour Timothy Kang, l'Américain, qui a même terminé son adhérence à la paroi d'une seule main. Il a montré sa joie à la foule qui a bien réagi et il est fier de sa performance, pendant que chez les dames, toujours sur la paroi, c'est Margot Hayes. Et oui, réussi pour Margot Hayes également.
Excellent job from Margot Hayes. And with that flash, I think she also locks up the championship of this event. She'll be feeling good about that. Of course, the score is a bit tighter for the girls, so she may not know that yet. But when she gets a chance to take a look at these things, I think she'll see that she's going to be walking away with a gold medal. And the girls are now fighting for that 2nd and 3rd place spots, with just 2 more climbers for the boys and 2 for the girls to come out on the wall. And you can now welcome from Canada, Tosh Shurkat, and from the United States, Maya Madère.
Alors maintenant, nos avant-derniers concurrents pour ces épreuves de bloc ce soir, des États-Unis, Maya Madère, et du Canada, Tosh Shurkat seront les prochains, donc assez lancés.
Maya looks like she'll try the dynamic start for women's number 4. She lands it on her first try, which is a nice start for her. Going a bit dynamic to the pinch, clearly feeling good about herself on this climb. Tosh also getting up past the crease, and he'll be moving into the corner section of the climb. both so close. Let's see if they lock it down.
Ça semble facile pour Maya. Elle est sur le point, donc, malgré que Tosh change de prise de pied.
Tosh fighting with it. He knows he's so close. He's just got to make it happen. Feet coming off and just bails. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left. He's still got a chance, but he's smiling on the floor. So he's in a good mood. He's ready to get back on that thing. Maya Medeiros had her left hand on the finish for quite some time now. And we just need her to get herself in a position that lets her get both hands securely. The foot switch is step number 1. And now she can lean that body over. Both hands. And Maya Medeiros finishes with a top as well. And she'll be happy about that. She's rubbing her wrist, so it looks like she's maybe in a little bit of discomfort after this, but hopefully that top helps make up for it.
Alors encore 2 minutes pour Tosh Shurkat pour réussir son ascension.
Clock run, getting a little juice back. We'll hang out with you.
We've got 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock for Tosh. He's doing his best to relax and compose himself as he goes in for the final attempt of this event. And not just the final attempt of this event, but the final attempt of his youth career as a boulderer. From here on out, it's all hard adult stuff. Josh was just a great manner throughout this entire comp. I hope we'll get to see a top from him. So close in his last attempt. 41 seconds left. Plenty of time for him. Just got to keep it all together. We'll see if he can finish this up in a climb of glory for British Columbia. Looking very composed, keeping his breathing in check. So long as he can keep the feet. He loses 1 foot, he tries for the heel hook. If he can get both hands in control, and that's it. Tosh Shurkat ends his youth career with an excellent success with the top on men's number 4, and the Canadian crowd so happy for him to end it like this, and a fist bump from Pete Woods. And we are down to it. Bringing down to our first place qualifiers from semis and our final boulderers today. The next time you'll see bouldering is on Sunday as part of the combined event, where we'll be deciding who's going to go out to the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires 2018. But for now, we're just fighting for medals. And out here from Massachusetts, Bimini Horseman. And from North Carolina, Kai Leitner on men's and women's number 4.
Time, Bimini, take us out in style.
So close to the end. I want to thank everybody for watching. It means a lot to all of the organizers for this event, but also to all of the climbers, knowing there are so many people behind them. We want to thank, of course, all of the volunteers. This is the end of day 3, but this is a 7-day event. We're still going tomorrow as we transition to the speed event, following that 2 days of difficulty, and then culminating in the first Pan-American event of combined climbing. We hope you'll tune in for it. This will be my last day on the stream. I'm heading home after this, but the stream will stay live so you can see all of the action. Kai Leitner coming up to the second last hole, looking very calm, chalking up in a lock-off like it's nobody's business. popping a heel instead of a toe, just doing it the way he does. And Kai Leitner showing everybody why he's one of the best on men's number 4. Taking a breather. And an excellent composed finish to his bouldering here at the 2017 Pan Am Youth Championships. And Bimini Horseman hanging on to the maybe one of the few jugs of this competition. Now approaching bonus with 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Bimini, I think, definitely in contention for one of the podium spots, but those results will be finalized soon, and very shortly we'll be doing the podium presentations for the BA and junior climbers. Bimini coming down to one of the last holds, and she should be able to get a left-hand Gaston no problem, but she will have to transition that and rearrange her feet to actually control this. 1 minute, 48 seconds left. Goes for a step through, leans in, and that's a top. And with that, the bouldering component of the 2017 Pan Am Youth Championships is complete. Well, what a show. Thanks to everybody in the crowd, and thanks to everybody for watching. We're going to keep the cameras live, and we'll be bringing the podiums, I believe, into view